going to be playing my token enchantment deck here. Hopefully it works out. It's not the most reliable deck, but when it does work, it's pretty interesting. Do like this starting hand. Only problem is they're both evolving wilds. But it does have some of my key cards, so I'll keep it. I do have a lot of land in the deck, so it's likely I'll be drawing those soon. The Jetty Offshoot gives a bit of defense at the beginning and a nice buffer to your health. This deck's weakness is early rush decks, also flying. I need to figure out what I'm going to do about flying eventually. I'm not quite finished figuring out what to do with this deck. I got both of my heralds here. They help you get the enchantments out earlier, which, as you can imagine, is pretty important since it would usually wait until turn 5. Oh, so I now have 2 of my main cards. The Sigil for Angels, Royal for Elementals. Valor will buff up their attack and toughness whenever another token comes into play, which will be quite frequent. So, I have 3. I will be able to cast this if I have both heralds out. And I'll save Mrs. Pilgrimage for after the Royal is out. If I do get a Plains, I'll play this first though. It's better to have this out before any other enchantments. So this just has First Strike. The whole other trigger ability only activates if I had more land than he did. It'll basically help him catch up in land. Don't like when people attack when I can just do this. Makes me wonder if they're going to buff it up. Let's see if he was bluffing. Oh, just gonna kill it outright. Not too much of a problem. My heralds are much more important than the Jetty. It served its purpose in protecting me and adding 3 health. So I didn't get the Plains. My best bet will probably be to get the Royal out, and I can use Pilgrimage to get more land. It is a nice benefit that these also add health whenever you cast an enchantment. And it's not a life gain deck, but it helps when you're against a rush deck and need to keep the health up. Again, I only have them in for the reduced spell cost, sort of a ramping mechanism. Not sure what this is. Oh, That's not nice. I guess it's a good thing that I didn't cast the Sigil of Empty Throne yet. Plains. It's not what I need. I'll throw out the From Beyond. If he has any other enchantment removal, he can use it on this. So this cost him 3 life. I could cast this now, but I'm going to hold back so that I can spawn an angel from it. From Beyond, of course, gives me a 1/1 token each turn that can function as a mana source. Let's just hit Madness. So these Scions help with ramping up to higher spells. They don't help me with my missing planes, though. I don't have any Eldrazi, so I won't be using the sacrifice ability. I think I will just pass. Could use this, but it only gives planes. I'd rather use this if I have a landfall card in play. The 1/1 Scions also proc Valor and Akros at the beginning of turn. I may block. Still not the planes I need, but it will get me more tokens, and it has a landfall effect, so I will most likely use Pilgrimage afterwards. Considering he has the Archangel out, it's going to be difficult for me to continue blocking. So I may actually sacrifice Heralds at this point. I need a Plains in order to cast the Sigil, and that would give me the full mana cost anyways. I'm still hovering around 20 health because of the Jetty offshoot and the Heralds. Still not what I'm looking for. out a bunch of tokens. Continue blocking until I'm able to get the sigil out. I won't be able to block his Archangel though. If I block this one, I would only lose one creature, but it can be returned endlessly. I'm sure he has some sort of synergy with that. I would lose only 2 if I block this one, actually. Oh, I don't have enough mana for that. So I really can only block. I could sacrifice the Scions, but then he would just kill those. Yeah. I don't think there's anything fancy I can do. Using a Scion as the cost of the defense formation would kill the Scion before it's able to defend. It would stop the damage from going through, but I was aiming to kill something. So this works well enough. It's still not the planes we're looking for. But I will start getting some 2/2 elementals, and I might even throw out to Valor and Akros soon. He knows something's up. He's not going all out anymore. I really only have 4 spells that could help me out at this point, other than the sigil. I'm able to exile this, or put suppression bonds. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can't cast Valor and Akros as well as Explosive Vegetation. But Explosive Vegetation would pull me the planes I need, and add a whole bunch of tokens. Actually, if I use the +1/+1 ability, I would be able to use it twice. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 damage, plus all of their attacks. Only 2 would be blocked, so 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I think we can actually win here. Say these are blocked, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then triple. Oh, that's just barely not enough. So I should... Oh wait, I can sacrifice this one and use that to get this out first. So whenever a token comes into play, all of my creatures will get +1/+1, which means I actually never need to use this choice of the ability, because putting a 1/1 in play will have the same effect as this. I'm essentially getting both effects. Afterwards I use the Explosive Vegetation. That'll put 2 lands into play, which would give me a 1/1, which gives me also the +1/+1 from Valor. Another one, +2 Elementals from Zendikar's Royal. So you can see it gets out of hand quite quickly, and the abilities take a little bit of a while to go through. Continue playing to show how this ends up. This wasn't too extravagant of a combo. It usually gets a bit more crazy, but it was a fair game. We both had quite a bit of land. It was actually a bit out of my favor since I didn't get planes until now. I didn't actually end up using the Sigil of the Empty Throne. I'll try a few more games. Hopefully I can get a draw combo, and maybe even the full combo, and get the health down to negative into the hundreds. The highest I've gotten was 747. So we'll see if I can get a video of that.